I used to live in Azad Nagar. If I saw a white person in Azad Nagar, I'd be like, what are you doing here? Like, why are you here? Like,
Okay,
you've taken a wrong turn.
I have a South Bombay question. What the hell is Azad Nagar? Yeah.
I can do the
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
There was one time I was accused of being a pimp, and we had to.
This
They
is-
were absolutely correct. There are whores in there. There are whores in there, and he's their pimp. He's their pimp. I was just like, I'm not a pimp.
Avishwasniya. What does that mean?
Christ, the way you said that was quite scary. Avishwasniya or what?
Avishwasniya.
I think we're all quite proud of what we've done. Let's see. It's going
What's
to
it
release.
called?
I can't say right now.
Then how do I look at it?
I don't know.
Guys,
I didn't think it
You wanna
through.
watch my new show? What's it called? Who the fuck knows?
It'll get,
I wanna go to know.
I mean, look.
That's me.
I mean, you know, having sex with a cat isn't.
One
There's not much
page.
to describe.
Exactly. Half a page is... Okay, here with Patrick Graham. 2 first names, which means he's Bihari, right?
I've actually got 3 first names.
Well, what's the third one?
John Patrick Graham.
Wow.
So I'm a bit like Neil Nitin Mukesh in that.
yeah, you guys are exactly the same. He's a little fairer.
Right.
Sorry, not to be racist. That man is white. All right, let's start with the important questions. Why did the British leave? See,
Why did the British leave? Oh my God.
I've got a theory. Tell me if it's right or wrong. I think it's between the humidity and the AQI.
AQI. Yeah. Well, look, Simon came back. So
Simon
here
came
he
back.
is. Here he is. No.
John,
John.
Patrick, Graham,
John. Yeah,
Simon.
3 of them.
Give me a Smith or something. I'm so
Yeah,
uncomfortable with these first names.
John
It's like
Patrick Graham.
somebody said they were too lazy to get a surname. We'll just keep using.
No, but the thing is, I've got like the most ridiculous middle. I've got 4 names, right?
Wow.
Because I'm like that kind of posh prick.
One second, Neil Nitin Mukesh, gone.
Yeah.
Defeated.
Yeah. But my middle name is Line Doc, which is like no name anybody's ever heard.
What
Line Doc.
Is this from Calcutta? What the hell is this?
So it's from Scotland.
Oh,
Because my heritage is from Scotland, like
Nice.
Scottish aristocracy.
Yeah. Why the hell are you here?
Well, they lost all their money
Oh, damn.
over a few thousand years, so here we are.
Ouch.
So
So you could have been what, like a duke?
well, actually, I could have been a lord. I could have been Lord Line Doc, but I'm on the wrong side of the family.
Oh,
So
what does that mean?
I have no idea.
What's-
I'd have
what's
to ask
wrong
my
side of the
grandma, but she's
family?
dead. There's like family tree like diagrams that I don't really understand, but
Can
there's
we
a
Google
Lord
it?
Line Doc.
Can we Google it?
Yeah.
Everybody
I mean,
Google it.
Google ask ChatGPT, why aren't I Lord Line Doc? I'm surprised I haven't asked that already, to be honest.
That's what I would do because I have so much time to myself. I would do it for sure.
Exactly.
All right, but let's introduce you.
Sure.
Because we have 7 or 8 people watching and they're all in their 70s.
And none of them know who the fuck I am.
No, we have to talk slowly now because they're
right.
really old.
All right.
Yeah, no, they all know who you are. Don't worry. Because you stand out. Somebody was asking me I'm in the gym in the morning, who you getting on? And I said, this gentleman called Patrick Graham. And then I said, he's sort of, it's interesting story because he's Brit and he's come here and he's working. And she said, there's a whole issue in UK about our type of people taking away the jobs from the ethnic population, if there is any such left.
Yeah.
And now, so that's one for the reverse.
Exactly. I've come here to take jobs.
Yeah. No,
women.
one. Just one.
Just one job.
Yeah. Take the men, leave the women. Come on, please.
Exactly. There's
John,
too many
Simon,
men.
Patrick Graham.
There's too many fucking men. Seriously,
many
take
men.
them away.
Why? So in some parts of India, you only see men.
I know.
It's like
I know. I literally just shot a documentary in deepest, darkest UP, and
you don't have to say deepest, darkest. By the way,
it's bad. Yeah, that's bad. That sounds
no,
racist.
it's already
in
there.
deep UP.
It's in the DNA. We all know that.
But I shot a documentary there, and I won't name the town because it gives away the documentary.
Azamgarh.
I'm not gonna. I can't say, but basically there was no women on the streets, like nowhere. And
That's a scary feeling.
It's
in
like
2026.
Yeah, exactly. What the hell? What's going on here? And it was crazy because this hotel we were staying at, the only decent hotel in the town, in the basement they had a disco.
Yeah.
And like we peered in, like me and the crew, like peered through the door.
The only men.
It was only men, like a proper sausage fest, like
Wow.
windmilling there,
Yeah.
noo-noos around, like.
But it's the highlight of the town.
Yeah,
There's no
exactly. It's like,
chicks.
guys,
Yeah.
just invite some women.
Saturday night.
Yeah. I'm gonna grind.
I hope Siddharth is there. And they're all straight, by the way.
Yeah, they're all straight
Yeah.
and giving handjobs in the
Yeah.
bathroom, I imagine.
Wow.
But anyway, whatever. It's just fucking
God,
crazy.
I feel a little racist myself now.
Sorry, I'm so
No, in
sorry.
a good way.
But also the funny thing
Listen,
was,
I'm very pro-racism up to a point. Yeah, I mean, wow, what's the big deal?
well, I suppose
We
there's-
overdo this
there's
whole
racism
thing.
and racism,
Yeah.
isn't there? Yeah.
When you look down with contempt, that's a different thing.
If it's like if you think there's a biological problem with another race, then it's a problem.
Yeah. I mean, there is.
Then
but
you're
we
a
won't get into
Donald
that.
Trump. Yeah, white people are fucking awful. Yeah.
No. Don't say that.
That's all right.
I'm
white,
sick of I'm sick of
say.
our people here. Just bring some other people inside.
I mean, there's some in
Yeah.
Bandra. You can see
There-
them
there are.
sometimes.
Yeah, there are.
Every now and then I see a white person in Vasova and I'm like,
So what's the reaction when a white person sees a white person? No, is it
get
rivalry?
get out.
Oh, it's that.
Yeah, it's
The
like,
dominant.
this is my
Yeah.
town.
Oh, okay. Got it. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Never happened anywhere for us because
Yeah.
there's so many
But
everywhere.
Also, if you see one in like, I used to live in Azad Nagar. If I saw a white person in Azad Nagar, I'd be like, what are you doing here? Like, why are you here? Like,
Okay,
you've taken a wrong turn.
I have a South Bombay question. What the hell is Azad Nagar?
Azad Nagar is like this shitty, like indescribable.
How sweet.
Sorry, what am I going to get to trouble?
She's Mulun.
No, I lived in Azad Nagar for like 3.5 years, right?
Right.
It's like the bottom of Veera Desai Road, which is this kind of hellish main
One
road.
second, let's understand your point. Veera Desai Road is the upmarket part of it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Now
it's like a clogged artery in a kind of sickened.
We're losing our 7 listeners now. It's like this is geography.
You come back.
What is racism in geography? It's geographasm. It's a new thing that we've
That
come
sounds
up
like.
with. Yeah. Wow. Okay, let's talk about his career. Because
go on.
Patrick, actually, please correct me if I'm wrong, and just correct me anyway. Somebody in you were in class in film school back in the
I
day
went to film school. Yeah.
in England,
In England, in London Film School.
and there was an Indian guy from
Yes,
Bandra,
that's
where
correct.
we are right now.
That's correct. Yeah.
So that part is correct. So go ahead and tell us. And you decided, or he said, why did you try your luck in India?
He said
It's an underpopulated place. And,
Yeah,
you know,
he's like, we need more people in India. I mean, come on, guys. Like,
One
seriously,
more
come
we
on.
need. Yeah.
No, like I was a colleague. I mean, I kind of made a friendship with him at film school.
Now you sound Indian. Made a friendship.
Yeah,
no Brit would use
made a
English
friendship,
that badly.
which was based largely upon alcohol. And then, like a few years later, after I came to India to work with him, I discovered, it was founded mainly on alcohol.
So then you. But I'd love to know what you were thinking. Did you have any idea about what?
No, I had no idea. I had no experience of India.
Of
I had
Bollywood or
I'd
Tollywood
watched Lagan. I'd watched DDLJ. Those were the 2 Bollywood films I'd seen.
Okay.
So when I got to India, I had literally no idea what to expect. But when I got here in 2010, I was like, wow, this place is quite fun. And like, so it was
But
kind
did you have a network of people you could
So
meet?
no, at first it was just this guy, this London Film School acquaintance, plus his circle of friends. But quickly, through MTV actually, I started kind of networking basically.
Okay, so you worked with MTV?
Yeah, there was this. Well, first off, we made this MTV TV movie called Fierce, which was a piece of shit, but it
Right.
was kind of like fun because
We were known for pieces of shit.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Lots of that.
Exactly.
Nothing
No, I mean,
stands
some
out
of it
now.
was good.
Yeah.
Well, MTV Bakra, wasn't it? That was yours. That was good. Come on. I remember that from back in the day. So like we made this TV movie called Fierce, which was kind of dreadful.
When
But
you
it
say
was,
we means you were the director.
I was a director with this guy I used to work with, co-director, co-writer, and then that was on MTV, and through that I started kind of building up a new contacts. So then the next year I was in this series Bring on the Night, which was directed by Vishvesh Krishnamurti, who's a dear friend of mine. But he's done a lot of MTV stuff as well.
Yeah.
Like
Let's say his name again just for fun.
Vishvesh Krishnamurti.
You say it pretty well.
Very talented man. But he made this series and he thought I was kind of funny. Like he thought I was kind of like a funny weirdo who lived in Bandra. So he was like, you should just play yourself in my series.
Oh, so you were in front of camera.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
okay.
acting.
You see, I've done my research.
I was a shit actor. I'm a shit actor.
But
People still call me and say, do you want to audition? I'm just like, don't bother. I'm shit. Like,
But in film school, you must have acted. There must have been.
not really.
No?
I used to be in like theatre at university and stuff like that, but I'm not a good actor. But I can play myself because
Right.
I just have to
Fair enough.
talk
So
shit.
that happens. Then what's the next? Take your time. Don't drink so quickly. My
all right,
God.
I always
We're
don't
not in
coffee.
fucking England. Kidding.
I always down my coffee. Then after that, then I kind of branched out and met new people. I had a bunch of friends that we made a production company together, made some adverts, which were quite fun. And then luckily one of the scripts that we had written on spec got picked up by Phantom Films. But then this guy I used to work with wouldn't sell it to them unless he directed, which was a
Well, it's a
mistake.
Stallone-like story.
Yeah.
Fair.
But then, so they didn't want him to direct. So they kind of
It's
came
not
to
a Stallone-like story.
No,
Because in the end,
But they went to me because my name was on the front page. So they asked me, do you have any other ideas? And I pitched them this film, Ghoul, to Vikram and his team, and then from there we developed Ghoul into a film.
So you were directing the film, or you were the
Writing and directing,
writer and director.
I had to prove that I could direct by making a short film for Vikram, which I did, and it was okay. And I'd done a bunch of ads before, so he kind of took a chance on a first time director. Thank God.
Yeah.
And then.
But this stuff is all in Hindi.
Yes.
But
yes.
you pick up a little Hindi, or does it really matter?
So basically, I write the dialogues in English, obviously, and then I sit with the dialogue writer.
Lots of people do. Huh? It's
Yeah.
not the only one.
Yeah, I know, exactly. So then I I go with the dialogue writer, go through. So by the time I'm on set, I know what all the lines mean. My Hindi isn't very good. I've tried to learn it several times, but my brain doesn't seem to work anymore.
Let me test you. What is Teri maa ki aankh?
Your mother's eye.
Fuck, he's good.
And doesn't that mean like vagina? Isn't that your mother's vagina? Isn't a mother's eye?
The implications are all over the place.
Yeah, I don't
depends on
get
which part
it.
of India you're in.
I don't really
He's
get
asking me.
Marky Yank. I know all the Galis. Mother's eye. It seems a bit sinister.
Oh, that's great fun if somebody tries to abuse you.
I can abuse them back.
In a soft way where it doesn't sound abusive. Exactly. Yeah.
I can do the
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Easy enough. Yeah. It's like the first gear of the car. You don't need to go to the second.
So I can deal with Galis. Usually I'm too lazy. I'm just like, fuck you. And then walk off.
But are you like a mean director? One of those shouting?
I was a mean director. I was really a bit of a dick. Because back in the day, like when you first start off, you're kind of insecure and you feel like tough leaders have to shout and stuff like that, but which is actually incorrect because people who are in control don't need to shout, right? So I was a bit of a dick, especially to my ADs on the first couple of productions, which I'm very sorry about. Yeah, so I did used to shout at people, but now I'm a bit more mellow. Now I'm just like, whatever.
Although it's tough on a film set sometimes. Everybody's on their phone. Look at this guy. I mean, you're obviously going to lose your temper. Hey! It worked. You didn't have to pull out the BCMC.
Exactly.
It worked with the vegetarian galis. Yeah.
You do have to shout on set, but you don't have to get
angry.
Right. You have to be like, quiet! Or like...
Sometimes when you get angry, you look really stupid as well, right?
Exactly.
It's such a small thing.
Exactly. It's like a tantrum or a mantrum, as I like to call it.
What's a mantrum?
A mantrum is like where
a
it's
man
like,
tantrum.
I'm the big dick on set. And you see it quite a lot, because I've acted in films as well, and I've seen other directors work.
Who's the worst?
Oh man, I can't.
Okay, but what's like the worst incident? Has someone really misbehaved? I love misbehavior on sets.
I just remember stuff like I was in this film which was fairly big at the time but didn't do very well, and I remember sitting in for the look test, and I remember the director coming in and shouting at his ADs, and I was just like, "You dick," you fucking dick. And then I made a film and did exactly the same thing. So
wow,
yeah. But I mean, I haven't seen that many terrible incidents.
Okay, let's get back to the narrative of the climb, the ascent towards greatness. And there's a book that we have to talk about also.
A book, yeah.
We'll
I'm trying to plug
that.
my book.
Oh, we won't plug that right now?
No.
I thought when we run out of conversation, we'll do the book.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's not the way podcast.
When we run out of conversation.
The book, tell me the book. And then have that.
The book, which I don't have.
I was watching something on Insta in the car just now on you, and there was a guy who looks like Abbas, but not him, a comedian, such a large fellow with less hair. He was asking you about the Dupatta killings or Dupatta
the
murders.
Dupatta killer. Yeah, that was a documentary I did.
No, but he was falling asleep. He was like, so tell me about the Dupatta killers.
Well, this is what you're going to experience.
And you didn't react. I was like, what?
Maybe because I was.
Hey!
This is why I have coffee. Like, no. So no, I mean, he's a lovely guy. He's a massive horror nerd. This guy.
Yeah.
So he's trying to really boost the profile of horror in India, and so because I'm a horror person.
Do we need more horror? I mean, just walk the streets of Mumbai. Do we really?
But that's the thing, right? We need horror about the streets of Mumbai instead of some massive, like, mythological demon that's floating around in some over-the-top set. We need like down-to-earth, grounded horror.
Real horror, which you can buy.
That I walk out and see, the smog, the pollution, the slums, the sewers, the fucking waterways clogged with shit. Like, that's the horror we should be exploring.
He's a full Mumbaikar. He knows it all.
No, but it's like, that's why.
He's already finished. He's cynical.
I'm done, man.
He's done.
I've been from Bandra to Andheri, but via Juhu.
Azad Nagar,
which is my favorite.
There's no coming back from there.
Yeah, exactly. Once I was in Azad Nagar, I was like, yeah, I'm done. This is it. I have to get out of here.
You could say to hell and back, so we call it out to Azad Nagar and back.
But then I went to Versova, which is where I've been living for the last 6 months.
That's where all the TV and film people are.
I know,
anyway.
So it's good because all my friends are around. But also, just as I got there, suddenly, like, development start. Like there's buildings,
construction.
Construction. So for about 2 months, it was really peaceful and lovely, and we had like parrots flying around, and it was beautiful. And now it's just like a smoggy wasteland.
And the parrots have gone?
And the parrots, they're not coming back.
Oh, sad.
We've put up 2 new bird feeders, no parrots, just pigeons and rats.
Damn.
Fuckers.
And Indian men.
and just
We never have a problem with that. Put your head out the window, Indian men, everywhere you go. When that species we put in shelters, attacking my poor dogs.
I know.
All right, sorry, let's get back to the narrative. Then we'll come to Dupatta and all the other later ones, and the book. We're doing the book as well. Book is huge, very important. But what a fascinating story it is that you come to another culture. Of course, when you're young, you believe you're invincible. You don't even think it through, I suppose, and all that.
Yeah.
And then you're suddenly, in the middle of it, and then you're thriving.
Yeah.
Which is quite amazing, actually, because, it is alien to you. You had no real godfather or contacts.
Yeah.
And did you bribe?
Did I bribe? The only people I've bribed are... This is going to get me into trouble if I say
No.
I've bribed people at the FRRO office.
What the hell is that?
That's the Foreign Registration Office.
Okay. Mr. Joshi.
There goes my visa! There goes my visa. The first time I had to get an employment visa, right?
Look at this way. If they deport you, you go back to England. How bad is that?
The only people who have asked me... Exactly.
What the hell is he talking about? The guys come from Syria. It's another story altogether.
So basically, what they used to do at the FRO office, I'm going to get into trouble for this, is that they used to basically make it impossible for you to bring the correct documents the first time round. So you had to come back, and then they'd invent another document. So you had to come back again. So eventually, you just have to put 5,000
You do know the Brits taught us all this.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not saying
how to weave the bureaucratic system so that you can get the most out of it,
Yeah.
and technically still be on the right side.
So I should fucking slap myself, which I do regularly.
You're Scottish.
Okay, I'm Scottish.
You guys are very nice.
Exactly. Yeah. So FRO, police, yes. There was one time I was accused of being a pimp, and we had to, and they were absolutely correct. Sorry, just joking. No, I was accused of being a pimp. It was hilarious.
Who?
Oh man, this is a fucking long story. Sorry.
Please.
Okay, I was seeing this girl who was living in Bandra, and we were in a predominantly quite conservative Muslim building, and
First the bureaucrats, now the communities.
I know.
I'm gonna have to piggyback to Liverpool with you from here. Yeah.
So basically, she used to throw quite kind of. I mean, she used
Wild
to throw parties, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say they were out of control. Then one night we were just sitting very quietly with a couple of friends, just having a few drinks. We weren't partying, but there was a party going on upstairs from another young group of people. And then this man on the top floor, I think it's 6th floor, he was like, right, this is the night where we get them all out of our building, right? So he went door to door at about 2 a.m, waking up all the residents, saying, we're going to get them out. We're going to get them out. Then this one policeman came to the door who was a nice guy. And we were like, would you like a drink? Do you want to chill?
He's on duty.
But he was like, nah, I won't have a drink. And he seemed like really nice, and you could just see that we were chilling, and he left. And then about half an hour later, boom, boom, boom. And we looked at other people. There was like 6 cops, right? And I was a young twat, and I didn't really realize what the deal was. I think it was like 2012. And so the police came in, and there was no female cops, and even though it was a woman's apartment. So I was like, Mr. fucking Big Bollocks, like, no, you can't come in, like pushing. And then it made it worse. And then
you pushed the cop.
I pushed the cop back, and then this male friend who I was with, who I used to work with, that same guy, he was like, do you know who my dad is? Do you know who my dad is? Which is the worst thing he should do.
Did he forget who his dad was? Why bring that up?
Exactly, why was he asking?
And
these guys were like thrashing him.
Wait. And
then I was like,
slow. So they started beating you guys up.
They didn't beat me. I just sat quietly in the corner with my beer and like, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy.
Typical English when he continued drinking.
And then, so there was this guy from the 6th floor, and he was saying like, there are whores in there. There are whores in there. And he's their pimp. He's their pimp.
Wow.
I was just like, I'm not a pimp. Look at me. Do I look like a pimp? So then...
and the other guy was still trying to find his dad.
He was like, sorry,
you're the pimp.
Yeah,
he's lost his father.
He's lost his father.
What's going on?
Yeah, it's fucking confusing. No wonder they're so angry. And then... So it's like, if you go around the corner, you'll find prostitutes. It's like, there's no one in there, right? There's just this little manservant called Nanku. It's like, who's really confused himself. Anyway, so then eventually everybody was dragged out. The girls were screaming. They were like, what are you doing? What are you doing? It was like...
They grabbed the girls as well?
Yeah, well, they told the girls to come downstairs. And then eventually I was just sitting upstairs on my own drinking the beer. And one person said, okay, Patrick, now you have to come down. So I went down, and there was like the entire society like out there, and most of them just did not give a shit. They just wanted to go back to sleep.
Correct.
And I was like trying to be Mr. Charming and be like, hi there, I'm Patrick. Most of them
Visa for England.
yeah, Visa for England for sale. Here's my passport. But they were just like, they just didn't care. It was just this one guy who was stirring up problems.
There's always the one building uncle. Make a film on that.
Yeah, it was like, he was really angry. And then my friend's dad did come out from the apartment next door because that's where he lived. And it's all very complicated because the apartment building that this was taking place in, he had actually been part of the building of. So they had an axe to grind against him anyway. So it's all very political.
Wow.
So I ended up going to the police station where I sat there for like 6 hours. Yeah. And then I believe some behind the table bribe happened of about like 25,000 rupees. And then it was like, oh, we can see you're from a good family. You can go.
No longer a pimp. What a disappointment.
I'm not a pimp.
25 grand later.
25
pimp taken away.
Exactly.
Your pimpness is destroyed forever.
I was like, motherfucker, I want to be
what the hell?
I'm a motherfucking hustler.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Here's the rate card, boys.
Exactly. So then that was
story.
that. And then the other time.
So did she stay in the building after that?
No, she left like 2 weeks later.
Yeah. So you let the building uncle win this fight?
It wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth it. It was complicated. There was more things that I won't go into, but yeah, it was complicated. And then the other time that I almost had to give a bribe, which I feel like I should say because I've got an axe to grind about this, is that me and my now wife, we got married a year and a half ago. We didn't want like a big wedding or anything like that, so we got the kind of marriage certificate done in car. Registry office, right?
Okay, I'll just clarify. In car, not the gari.
Car.
Yeah, okay,
Sorry.
don't worry. Yours is worse than mine.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, mine is worse than yours.
Yeah.
It should mean something else. So you had just the registration.
Yeah, registration. So we'd paid a lawyer to make sure that all the paperwork was in order. We'd done our research. We knew exactly what paperwork we need. So we get to this. It was very crowded in there. So we get to this clerk who's sitting in the registry office, and he's this grumpy like piece of shit. And you can just see on his mean little face, he's gonna make trouble for us because I'm white and you know and whatever. So he started inventing documents that we didn't have, and he was like, "You can't get married today." And I was there with my now mother-in-law.
What's the white issue? I mean, if two people want to get married, what's the race?
I think it's just like money. And we can invent.
So he's just trying to, just manipulating the situation.
Yeah. So he's and then he said, I don't trust this marriage because she's younger than you and you look too old. Which was like, motherfucker, fuck you. I'm only like 9 years older.
That's really bad.
Piece of
Yeah,
shit.
a pimp was much better.
Anyway, so I got my phone out and I started recording it and I put it on the table and I was like trying to get him to say, give me some money so I could stitch him up. And I swear to God, if he had said it, I would have just said, okay, we'll get married another time. Let's go. Let's go to the cops, right? Just let's fuck this guy. But he didn't say it. He was quite subtle about it. In the end, we didn't have to pay a bribe. But then the marriage lawyer called up a few days later and asked for a bribe to settle it all.
To give him.
Yeah. So that was.
So he went through the third party.
Yeah.
If you do need to do bribes, always go through 3 and 4 parties. Hence, it's difficult to trace the.
Yeah.
Not that we encourage bribing.
Yeah. So
especially Monday to Friday, no bribing. Yeah.
That was a sad little twist to what should be a happy day, but it was still a very happy day. So.
But then why didn't you have a big wedding? Is she an Indian girl? Or?
Yeah. But no, we just thought at some point in the future when work isn't too hectic and we have some money to spare, we'll have.
Presuming you're still married. I mean, that's also. I mean,
well, look, it's 2 years until I get an OCI card. So it has to be 2 years.
He wants to be one of us.
Yeah, well,
I want to see the medication this man is on. I cannot understand how this foreign man can come here and say he wants to
have to keep dealing with the FRO.
What's going on? And all your stories are horrible. They called you a pimp. They called you a pimp. Wants money.
What else happened? Other than that, I haven't really got into trouble with the police. I've actually found the Mumbai police to be very nice most of the time. Yeah. I haven't had any problems with them apart from that one time. And even they knew it was bullshit at that time. But when somebody does all that FIR stuff, they have to follow up, right? So.
Anyway, in our business, you have to have friends in all places, otherwise you can't shoot anything. Yeah. No pun intended. Let's get back to the career graph. We suddenly got, I don't know why we went all this bribing nonsense in the middle. So where were we? Before the documentaries and before this big film and everything else, so you did ads and you had this Ghoul was your...
Ghoul was my kind of first big major project. It was a film at first and then we couldn't get past the censor boards in 2017, beginning of 2017, because it was too close, they thought, to certain, like... Kashmiri, it was implied that there was like
political implications.
Yeah, political implications. So we weren't, I don't know what quite the plan was. I don't know if we were going to try and take it to a higher court. But then luckily Netflix came along. And this was just when Netflix was starting to develop their originals in India at the end of 2017. And because they were already making Sacred Games with Phantom, they said they liked Ghoul, but they wanted a series. So they just said, like, add a episode's worth of material. So we just shot an extra half an hour of material, which was good. I mean, it made the story more interesting as well. So
that's your first foray into a mainstream, long form.
Yeah.
And so then people now know who you are. People start.
There was a brief window where, where people knew who I was. It went well.
It's got lots of names. Pimp isn't one of them.
Yeah, exactly. So that did. I think Ghoul did relatively well. It was quite well received. It still remains like kind of a cult classic, I think. But there was a brief period where Netflix were kind of making this kind of challenging, provocative content.
Good point.
Yeah.
So they went from being like, we can do anything on this platform to, let's just say between the lines.
There was a series of shows, one of which I worked on, this show called Layla, which started to push too many buttons. And so there was Layla and there was, what was it called? Tandav?
Yeah.
So it was like these things, then suddenly the OTT platforms caught the attention of the...
Too much, too soon, we aren't ready for it.
Yeah, a little bit. And I felt like Netflix's mandate, although I respect what they were trying to do, it was maybe a little naive, right? It was like, let's be provocative, let's be controversial, and also they were targeting to a minute section of the audience, which was the people already watching Western content, right?
Correct.
So that was their initial mistake. Now they've rectified it, but they've maybe, in some of our opinions, gone too far the other direction.
Yeah, exactly. They made the same mistake Gorbachev made, I think, where he said, okay, we'll break this down and have democracy overnight, and that doesn't work either. It was a step-by-step process to go from absolute fascism to, complete liberation,
right?
Which he didn't do. So Netflix, I hope you've learned. I'm always there to guide. Step by step, go a little at a time, and you can achieve things. It just went too fast. And like you said, the boomerang effect, the other way, reverse way.
But they're doing very well now. I mean, they've obviously, their strategy of
you want to get back on, so
yeah, they're doing very well now.
They're fantastic.
I love them.
The best.
No,
don't mind the rules.
Yeah, don't mind me.
Send me more.
My opinion is nonsense. No, I mean, the OTT market has changed a lot since those days.
I think it's great. It allows a lot of you guys to really shine. Actors get a second wind.
That's right.
Real actors get a chance without being disrespectful to other actors.
Yeah.
So that's good. And technicians as well.
Yeah, I think...
Abhish now is looking forward to a healthier life. I mean, he was looking for a kidney, which we couldn't get him, but we've got him a job in an OTT. So, in the fullness of time, if he makes it...
Kidney he can afford a kidney.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing is, there's a lot of debate over the OTT situation. Like, I think a lot of people say that they're kind of dumbing stuff down and they're making not so good stuff. But at the same time, there is good stuff that's made every year.
I think what you said about the two types of audiences is also a problem. The urban audience, which is very much into Western culture, sees everything. So for them, it's like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
But there's a whole other audience, which is like, actually, wow, this is opening up. I've never seen this before.
And those are the people that need to subscribe, right?
So they're the ones who watch the show. So don't use the word fuck and all of that.
They're awesome. They are awesome.
Yeah, no bad language.
I love them. I love my favorite tiers are tiers 2 and 3.
Really?
No. I'm so tier 1. Look at me.
Is there no Azad Nagar for F's sake?
Azad Nagar is the tier 2 of
That's
Mumbai.
why the British left. They found us Azad Nagar and said no way.
What the fuck
Going
is this?
back.
Jesus Christ.
Is that tier 4?
Is tier 4 like a hut in the in the middle of?
He's not holding back. We've said nothing politically correct.
Is it
so
like
far.
I don't know? No, I don't. I've never heard of tier 4.
We'll make it.
Okay.
All we need is more poverty coming soon. Okay. Let's trace the journey. Let's not forget where we are.
Sure.
So then what happens?
So then, after Ghoul, which was relatively successful, Netflix immediately asked me to make another show. We would have done Ghoul season 2, but it was caught up in some kind of legal litigation. So we couldn't go for Ghoul season 2, which was a real shame because I had an awesome fucking story for it. But then instead I was told very quickly to make up a new idea, which I did with this show called Betal. And that, that one kind of didn't go so well. But because I feel like it was a bit undercooked, so I had to deliver it within a tiny amount of time. And we just didn't, the writing process wasn't quite long enough. But I am still very proud of it. I still think it pushed a lot of boundaries.
Did it do well?
I think the audience figures were actually really good.
Yeah.
But the critics fucking hated it. So.
But how does that really matter?
Well, I don't know. When I saw the reviews of Betal, it was during COVID, and I was on my own with a bottle of gin, and it was one of the worst days of my life. I was like, oh my god, this is fucking awful. At this very time, Betal is 8% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is like, I know that's not everything, but it's kind of painful. Because the other thing is, I think it deserves a bit more.
But did they mention you?
As in the reviews?
In the critiques?
Yeah, I thought, some of them, I'm not trying to play the race card because I can't because I'm white, but also...
well, you can, because
I thought some of them were
verging
on racism because like mentioning stuff like Richard Attenborough's Gandhi and Danny Boyle's Slumdog Millionaire. It's like, how are these things connected? Do you know what I mean? Just because I'm a foreign filmmaker.
There was like malice in their tone.
A little bit, yeah. Like
like taking over Indian culture.
Implication being a foreigner. Why should a foreigner be making these stories? Yeah. Which I thought was kind of irrelevant. But also, I just think it came out at the wrong time. It was the beginning of COVID. Everything was mental. Maybe it seemed frivolous.
Famous line which I love, which is when a human being fails at everything, he turns to his ethnicity. So whenever people go towards that kind of thing, they've got nothing going for them. I don't like the movie because he's Caucasian. It just makes no sense. Attenborough, what the hell?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That was a bit of a shame, but the thing is, what the useful thing about the experience is like the worst thing that could happen happened, and I got through it.
But it was well liked. People saw it.
I think people liked it.
I remember you talking about it in this studio.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Well, not this studio, some other studio.
Okay.
But yeah.
No, I think I'm genuinely proud of it. Like, it's crazy. It's a crazy show, and it's very difficult to make those kind of shows, and we made it. And I feel like probably I was a bit self-indulgent with, for example, the design of the monsters. I was going too much into my horror fan geekiness and doing like these John Carpenter style zombies with glowing eyes.
Were you a horror freak growing up?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is your thing.
This is my thing.
Yeah. But then it evolves in a sense, right? Like you said, what worked in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, Nightmare on Elm Street and all that. I don't think it'll work now because it'll be too much.
Well, exactly. Yeah. So I think I was getting a bit too self-referential, and then... It was a tough shoot, and maybe at that point in my career I wasn't quite ready for something of that scale, because I'd gone from a very small project to a very big project, and I think I was a bit too I wasn't quite ready for it, or at least we didn't have enough time to properly prepare. But anyway, I'm not making excuses. I'm still very proud of it.
We can go after the critics. Give me their names.
No, I will.
Hey, Frankie, I have some friends.
These fucking critics, man. Like, seriously, some of them are so pathetic.
We'll send their building uncle to them.
Yeah, exactly.
He needs a crusade, right? He's got nothing going for him. He's so frustrated. No whores in my area. Wow.
Exactly.
He wakes up.
Where's that pimp? Where's that pimp? Yeah. But
imagine if you win an Oscar, you blow up, and he's just reading the paper.
It's that pimp.
He dies of a heart attack.
It's that pimp from 307.
World's greatest man.
Motherfucker. So that was interesting. Then after that...
Then we've hit COVID. So what happens?
Then we hit COVID. So in COVID, I was writing a pilot episode of a show for Yash Films, which then I left that project. I was working on it with my brother.
Oh, you've done the Indian thing and brought the family?
Yeah.
The village has moved in?
Yeah, exactly.
He's really desi.
I know.
The more desi they know.
Like, who should I need a co-writer.
Next thing you know, he's got 13 family members all living in the same house. That building uncle was right.
Exactly.
You're not a pimp, you're a parasite.
He's bringing them in one person at a time every 5 years.
Sorry, brother. Wow.
Yeah. But then we left that project. It kind of went through some weird development process, and now it turned into that Mandala Murders that came out on Netflix a few months ago.
Yeah.
So there's kind of little snippets I can see of our first pilot episode, but it's nothing.
So they've stolen the whole thing?
They didn't steal it. We were paid to develop that first episode, but they went in a completely different direction. They got a new showrunner, they got a new director,
and they own the copyright to everything.
Yeah. So, but that's fine. That's just the way it is sometimes, isn't it?
Okay.
But yeah, we were a bit bummed out at the time because of that process, and we feel like our pilot was about 100 times better.
We'll get in touch with Yash right now. I will
Yash
get compensation for you.
Uday Chopra, not happy about that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Call Uday on the phone right now, guys. We'll take a break. We'll talk to him. What are you looking at? About 5-10 crores will be enough for you?
I think that'll shut me up. Yeah.
Should be okay?
Should be fine.
Let's do it in pounds.
Yeah.
10 million pounds. I don't know what the current rates are and all. Just figure it out.
Okay.
It keeps changing.
Yeah.
All I know is it's always high for us.
Exactly. Yeah.
We'll take a break.
Did you know Indians report nearly 800 cases of online financial fraud every day, which has resulted in losses exceeding 1,000 crores in the last 5 years? To keep you safe from such fraud, I am starting my newest podcast series, Conversation with Vigilante, an initiative by HDFC Bank. In every episode, I will feature special guests who can share expert insights on the different types of fraud, their modus operandi, and how you can protect your money. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and don't forget to tune into Conversation with Vigilante. Catch the episodes on all audio streaming platforms and V for Vigilante YouTube channel.
All right, back here with John Simon Patrick Graham. Forgot the surname, the Scottish name was
Loindock.
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 Sounds a little difficult.
Sounds.
Lord Loindock.
Lord
mind
Loindock.
you. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to be Lord Loindock.
Yeah.
I mean, you can call me Lord Loindock. It's fine.
I think we should call you Lord. You've done enough on this show for me to show respect. A man who has bribed his way, brought his brothers and sisters into the show. Yeah. We have a game we want to play before we go to the rest of the your bibliography, so to speak. But this is Shreya, our producer.
Hello.
She's watched a lot of your stuff, and she's got a game about language.
Oh God.
Because my Hindi is horrible as well.
My memory isn't good.
We researched this one word which you seem to like called magarmach, crocodile.
It just seems like a funny word for a crocodile. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know what
crocodile
it was?
is a long word in most languages.
Yeah, but it was like there was this graffiti on a wall in Bandra which was magarmach, right? And I just didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
Do you remember a time when in Bandra there was all these beanbag adverts?
Yeah.
With numbers.
Yeah, they were.
And are they still there?
Yeah.
But there was one with like magarmach.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean to the beanbag?
Exactly. Like a crocodile beanbag.
How much weed does the guy smoke before he comes up with something no one can
He just chills
fathom.
on the beanbag.
Yeah. Connection, I don't know. Yeah.
So, magamach. Other than that, Hindi words that I like, I mean, I don't know. Swear words.
Okay, she's not ready, so we'll get back to that. We'll get back to our quiz in 2 minutes.
I'm not going to know any of the answers,
Yeah.
I'm afraid. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Great.
Who cares? We're competitive
We
people.
can just make them up.
We'll Google.
Google
Translate.
Yeah,
Just
I'll
keep your
take it
phone
off
ready.
plane mode.
Yeah. All right. So after Betal, what happens? We're in COVID. So it's a tough time for.
Yeah, we're in COVID, which I actually, not to sound glib and insensitive, but I found it a quite peaceful time.
you could
because
write
I was,
and stuff.
Yeah, I was alone in my apartment in Juhu, a lovely apartment.
So don't tell us about masturbating and all.
I mean, forget about the masturbating.
Let's
not go there. Yeah. And then I was lucky enough to have some neighbors down the road who were really good friends of mine. So I kind of used to sneak out at night and go and chill with them. It was actually a really peaceful time. But then the next year, 2021, is when the deaths really started taking up. And then it was a bit grim. And, you know, we all had friends of friends who were losing family members. And it was all a bit...
True. It's a sensitive topic for me because I'm a non-masker.
Right.
And so I had to fight a lot of people.
Okay, did you? Well, I wear a mask now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Against this AQI.
I think you should wear it only if you're a superhero. It makes no sense otherwise to me. You know, if you're an Avenger, I understand.
No, but like you
Patrick Man.
I'm not. The thing is, if you go outside and breathe in this air, man, it's.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to lose a single day of your life because they haven't sorted out how to.
But then again, what are you doing with your life? I'm not saying anything.
Is that day really so precious?
Not to get all Nietzsche on everyone, but is God dead? I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
yeah. That's your next film. Is
God dead?
Don't run it in India. We're all about God. Yeah.
Yeah, Christ.
Yeah.
How many gods are there?
Oof. Wait, how many are there? 4 crore?
There's loads. There's loads.
Okay, you guys are the Hindus here. You tell us how many gods are there. You should know your religion. Everybody's a god. Okay, he's Malayali leftist, so that's a totally different breed. Before Nietzsche, he killed God. He killed God many years ago.
I killed God. He's
a guy.
orbiting a satellite across around Jupiter, like dead corpse of God.
I mean, this guy was born cynical. I mean, what are you talking about? Yeah.
What the fuck is this place? Right.
Okay, new section just started. We have a brand new sponsor. I can't mention who, in case they leave before we actually edit. So are you ready?
Yeah.
This section is where Shreya, who's a professor in Sanskrit and Pali and Prakrit and all these other languages that don't exist, you're going to ask both of us questions, and we're supposed to the meaning of the words in Hindi or Sanskrit. Go ahead.
So the first word is, what do you think the word for anxious or disturbed in Hindi is? Both of you.
Okay, I'll let you go first.
Anxious or disturbed in
Yeah,
Hindi?
When in doubt, use this technique. You just take
Anxious karo.
you just take the word in
Yeah.
Hindi fied.
Yeah.
Anxious.
Anxious.
It's called vyakul.
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 I should. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. From now on, we cancel that word. It's going to be anxious.
Anxious.
Sounds German, actually, but what the hell? Yeah.
What do you think complicated or intricate in Hindi is? Complicated or intricate?
Bahut complicated hai.
Mushkil? No, that's
Mushkil.
difficult.
Ah, mushkil.
Did you say
Mushkil.
mushkil?
Yeah, mushkil.
Mushkil. Come on, bro. He's picked up a language here. Don't laugh.
My apologies.
Is that what it is?
The even slightly Sanskrit version would be Jatil.
Jatin.
Jatil, yes.
Jatil.
La.
Jatil.
Jatil, you leave, stay here.
Bahut jatil.
Jatil la 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 la. Just so that we get the word right. Yeah. Next.
What do you think perspective means?
I mean, that in English.
Perspective
It's a matter of perspective.
Yeah, exactly. In English, it's a tough word. Yeah.
It is drishtikon.
Drishtikon.
She's just flexing because a lot of people would know this. You don't have to. People
Well, that's a
speak
matter of
language.
drishtikon.
Yeah,
honestly.
drishtikon, mere ass. Yeah.
Drishtikon.
Avishwasniya. What does that mean?
Christ, the way you said that was quite scary. Avashnashdi or what?
I feel she's getting nasty now. The way she
Does it mean you can't in Hindi?
Avishwasniya.
Avishwasniya.
Avishwas.
I wish I. Is it Pink Floyd? Oh, wish you were here. Sorry, that's different. That's different. Yeah. What is it?
Unbelievable.
Avishnashi.
It's all a matter of perspective. Jatil.
I can't remember any of what we just
We are
said.
cool, Jatil. We're not bad.
Yeah, very good.
Obstacle?
Yes, it is.
It means Vigna Badha.
Vignabada. So
This-
there are
this is-
bahut.
This is why Hindi is dying.
There's lots of Vignabadas around
Yeah.
because of the BMC around
True.
Versova.
I wouldn't say BMC alone.
No.
I think we do damage ourselves as well.
well,
They're not doing enough, fast enough. But I feel we need the British back for 2 years. Can you
Yeah.
organize that?
I mean, not with Keir Starmer. What a fucking loser that guy is.
Wow, you anti-Starmer.
Starmer's such a
You're a
drip-
Farage
he's
supporter.
such oh, no way.
Seeger.
No way. Christ.
Shh.
Please, I would
All
still.
right.
There was a very famous movie, and there was a very.
How she just regarded our conversation and went back to a stupid quiz. Go
Sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
There was a very famous speech from that movie. I just want you guys to say one line from that speech.
Okay.
The line is Sursuriya Prana Ghatakam.
Susuriya Gan. What? Gan. Katko. Gan means ass, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. What if
don't
this
know.
is some
I
religious
can't
thing?
do remembering things.
It's a
Yeah.
fart speech.
Oh.
Look it up.
Okay.
What speech?
A fart speech.
A fart speech. I don't make many fart speeches
Okay.
in life, but perhaps I should.
All right.
And could you think of a word for him? And
Yeah. Well, what is coitus in
Coitus.
Hindi?
That's my cue.
Yeah, isn't that like choot is vagina, is it? Or chutya? Or...
I can't teach you
bang,
sex
bang.
I can't teach you sex in
Bang
Hindi
bang
in 5
karo.
minutes.
Bang bang karo.
No, that's Bengali. Stop it.
What is it?
I don't know, bro. I
Okay,
think it's Sambhog. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I've never had I'm being a virgin. I've never really used the
Well,
word. I've never.
yeah,
hello,
why use it?
hello, ma'am. Would
Yeah, would you
never,
like
never.
coitus?
No, I would never. No.
Shall we do
Yeah.
coitus together?
No, no girl comes that close. You have to shout
Ever
it.
since the court
It's
order,
embarrassing,
yeah.
Oh. Oh, that was a wonderful section. We really enjoyed it. Never again. Huh? Pentagram, never again, as far as I'm concerned.
Never.
But-
What's never again in Hindi?
Kabhi nahi.
Kabhi nahi.
Yeah, I suppose that's as close as we can get. Are we going to spend the rest of the show doing this? Oh, you mugger much? Can you name any other
I
animal?
have to say, I am ashamed that I can't speak Hindi very well.
But you can a little.
I can listen. And the thing is, I've tried learning 3 times over the last 15 years.
Like with a tutor.
Yeah, but it's just for some reason.
How will you if he speaks Hindi?
Exactly. Wrong tutor.
Yeah.
No, but I just haven't picked it up.
So you had the official guy coming in. That's a tough one.
3 times. But I feel like my brain has stopped ingesting new information.
It's very tough to learn languages as an adult.
Yeah.
It's very easy up to 8.
Right.
There's lots of data on that.
Right.
So if you've got a younger brother, I mean,
Yeah.
really young.
Yeah.
What happened to the brother, by the way?
My brother is in LA. He's a screenwriter.
Okay.
Very talented.
So you're all in the business.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's because of him. I copied him because he was my older brother.
Yeah.
So he inspired me with his love of cinema. He would show me films that were way above my age.
Where did you grow up in England?
We grew up, first 7 years of my life I was in London, and then I was in this place called Taunton, which is in Somerset.
Yeah, Ian
good-
Botham country.
Exactly. Good cricket team,
All right.
good cricket ground.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
Bath, Somerset.
Oh, Bath is
yeah.
lovely. Yeah, Bristol's a really cool place.
Yeah.
Taunton, not so cool. I mean, it's like a market town, like farming country. But
It's famous for cider.
yeah, amazing cider.
Anoma, England.
Fucking love cider. Really good cider.
I love cider.
Yeah, it's
it didn't
awesome.
work here. We tried it.
It's
Somebody
because
brought it in.
The
I
thing
don't know why
is,
it didn't work.
I feel like the popular cider is the sweeter cider, but the
Yeah.
best cider is like the dry, powerful cider.
Which is a tough taste to acquire.
Yeah, I think so.
Takes a
But
little
that's what
while.
I like when we go back to
It's a
Somerset.
bit like, what's the black beer called? Stout.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
that's
but it's got like a
What we call kadwa. It's got that, slightly sour, difficult,
bitter. Yeah, but it's lovely.
But once you like it,
Yeah.
it's like they say, once you go black, you never go back.
Yeah.
With the beer.
And once you go white, you know it's right.
Oh, is it? Once you go brown, you start to frown?
You turn the frown upside down.
Yeah, you might have to. All right, let's get back to the career trajectory.
Yeah.
We've got a book to talk about and we run out of time. Oh, God. Look what you've done, Shreya. You killed my show. Okay.
So then after that, I did a couple of documentaries, which were super fun, and I was very, I was very happy that in my late 30s, early 40s, I was able to learn a new art form, which was documentary making, a new genre. Yeah.
I like documentaries.
Yeah,
I think once you get into it, it's tough to watch anything else.
Yeah. Well, I really love the process of like going around and interviewing people and really doing the research. And like going to the places where these quite creepy things happened, and I really love that process. And you just get to meet such amazing.
Now we're talking about the Dupatta murder thing.
So Dupatta killer was one of them. I also did this one for Amazon Prime called Dancing on the Grave.
Again, about a murderer?
Yes, but you should watch it. It's quite cool.
Okay.
It's about this aristocratic family that's kind of broken apart.
My Amazon thing is not working.
Just Pirate Bay?
No, never. Not that. But I need my daughter who's in Spain to help.
Okay.
It's a little difficult for me.
You've forgotten your
I don't know what to do.
But that means when you order stuff on Amazon, it doesn't get to you the next day.
No, I do everything through her. It's very embarrassing. It's about being old. I can't get into it.
No,
the only thing I do alone is porn.
Okay.
But
that's not on Amazon, is it?
It could be.
I mean,
if I can just suggest.
If I can suggest to the people at Prime. Porn? Have you guys thought of porn?
We can call it Prime Plus.
Prime Plus.
Going,
You Prime. Prime Hub. Anyway.
Murders on the Grave.
Dancing on the Grave. Dancing on the Grave. Yeah, it was.
There was a murder film called I Spit on Your Grave, and I was very young.
That's right. It was.
Is it anything close?
No, not Wes Craven. It was like an exploitation film made in the 70s, very famous, early 80s, I think it was actually, which was just about a rape and then this woman killing the people who raped her. Horrific. And it was remade, I think, in 2011.
My God, you're a veritable Google of horror.
I know. I know.
Dancing on the Grave, then.
Dancing on the Grave. Yeah, it was crazy story. I'm not going to give away too much in case people haven't
watch
seen
it on Amazon Prime.
Watch it on Amazon Prime. It's really good. Well, I shouldn't say that. It is my work. But it was about this godman, this fake godman who kind of inveigles his way into an aristocratic family, and he exploits this kind of vulnerable woman who's feeling lonely and kind of starts to take her money, and like he marries her, and then bad things happen after that, which I'm not going to go into detail.
Okay. But
check it out.
So suffice to say there'll be death and
Suffice
murder.
to say there will be death, but I hope that we have treated it in a sensitive way because it's a very tragic story. All these things are very tragic. And although it is entertainment, you've also got to just bear in mind that real people died and horrible things happened. So that's what I've been trying to do with the Dupatta killer as well, which is for this channel called DocuBay, who do some
What's
really...
the guy's name? Something Naik.
Mahanan Naik. He was a serial killer in Goa in the 90s.
And he gets convicted for only 2.
Sorry,
that's the phrase you used.
That's right.
Only 2, but
so
of course,
basically he was
too many.
He was accused of 16 murders and he was found guilty of 2. But to be honest, like the police did a pretty good job actually, because it's very difficult to convict somebody for such old crimes, especially when there's no body and no physical evidence. So the fact that they got 2 and managed to put him behind bars was a victory for the police, even though...
But even like the Ted Bundys and what have you, the serial killers of the notorious killers of the West, etc., I don't think all the bodies have been found. Jeffrey Dahmer,
no, they haven't. They haven't. Ted Bundy, they haven't. So even in the West or whatever, America's famous for serial killers, right? They can't always
That's a mean thing to say, but okay.
It is. I mean, there's something about American culture which kind of...
Well, America and Greenland now, so let's just get it clear,
No, but what was the clinical psychologist that we were talking to said that in the US, these serial killers a lot of the time are motivated by sexuality and sex, but in India, serial killers are motivated by money. So they're going to steal the money.
So they're primarily robbers who murder.
Yeah, and they find a system of being able to rob, and they...
It's all about poverty in India. It's so sad that even the murderers, it comes down to that.
Even the serial killers are poor in India. What the fuck's going on? Jesus. Got to have that money trickle down.
So we'd have far less murders if you gave your ATM card to,
Guys, make public transport cheaper, and the serial killers wouldn't be going for money.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Yeah. Also, not just that. There's lots of things you can bring down.
Yeah.
Pricing. I thought that it's horrific the kind of price the taxi now has gone up. I mean, I was just the other day it was 3 rupees when I was in college, and now it's like ridiculous on the meters. 30 odd. It's just no end.
It's crazy. And those buses and the trains are still so overcrowded.
Yeah. Well, the buses are a little less, at least in South Bombay.
Okay.
Thanks to the metro. So
Metro's great.
Yeah.
Metro's the metro is the kind of stuff that should be happening rather than that massive main road that's going
but
on.
you need the rich to also use it.
Right.
So the cars go off the road.
Right.
And the rich, the ones who with cars, we ain't going anywhere. I mean, we want to use it.
We'll definitely use the metro. Uber Black.
But you have to find your way to the metro also. Where I live, I mean, there's no
Well,
accessibility.
as in Nagar was right next to the metro station, so
So you're
up
good.
we go, and
You're
very
good. Also,
easy.
you come from the British metro culture where that's I mean, even the Queen takes the metro, from what I remember. I mean once in a while, carrying her corgis or whatever. Sorry.
Get shut in the door. What were we saying? Yeah, Dupatta Killer. That was a really interesting experience. It all depends on the journalist that you work with, like to get the access. So we work with an excellent journalist on that, and then the documentary I'm making right now, which
is he serving life or is he dead?
he is serving life.
So do you get to interview him?
So an interview had already been done by the journalist we were working with, this guy called Mukesh Kumar. So he had already done an interview, which we included.
So what does the guy say about himself?
He just says he's innocent. It's a stitch
Oh, he
up.
says he's innocent?
Yeah. And so
Could he be innocent?
well, that's the question you got to ask, right? Even in the Dancing on the Grave, there's a shadow of a doubt that he might not have done it, right? But for me, this guy Mahanan Naik, first off, you've got to take the court's decision, which was also appealed at High Court, right? And it's like the evidence against him is overwhelming, right? In these two particular cases, and then it comes down to coincidence. Like, so his next door neighbor disappears in exactly the same way as these other women, but there's no physical evidence that he did it, so he can't be convicted of that crime. But how much of a coincidence is it that his next door
She's
neighbor
not found.
She's not found. So it's stuff like that, and it's like, as I have to.
Is there anything that, sorry to interrupt, in the childhood, kind of in the history of the person?
Yeah,
that
so
you can.
we talked to his village neighbors, and they said that basically he would go from being Mr. kind of polite to joining in fights, being a rabble rouser. He had a family of like 5 brothers who were very aggressive, and you can see in the documentary that there's some anecdotes about how he and his brothers would like piss on the floor of the house they lived in, so it dripped down onto the neighbors below, that kind of. So they were troublemakers. Free golden showers for the neighbors.
I mean, it's an idea.
I mean, if you don't like your neighbors or a flatmate,
And if there's a crack in the floor.
and there's a crack in the floor, or just under their door, I've always found is an excellent method of getting rid of your housemate. So yes, he was a bit of a rabble rouser, but there's nothing like in the
We
US.
can't conclusively say.
Yeah, in the US they love all that kind of COD psychology of like,
But they
his
also
mother.
confess sometimes, right? In the US, because they're so full of themselves, that narcissist thing is very clear. Is it not
he
here?
did. The thing is, he confessed.
Oh, he
But of
did?
course, the way they took the confession at the time was under scrutiny because I don't think that there was a judge present, or maybe there was a judge present. But later in trial, he said that he was coerced, as they always do, right? Maybe he was coerced. But the thing is, he was also pointing out locations of victims, of skeletons which hadn't been found before. So if the police, how would the police know where the skeleton was if not for him?
Come on, if
Or
he
they
gives
can
you a
pass-
location, it has to be him. There's no other
Exactly,
explanation.
Exactly. So I had to take a call. Do I believe that he's innocent? And no, I don't believe he's innocent. 99%, I don't think he's innocent. So our documentary was about how we don't think he should be released on furlough or parole because.
How could he think of releasing a guy who's a serial killer?
Because there's a church in Goa that is trying to kind of rehabilitate prisoners, which is an admirable thing to do. But I think the weight of the evidence says quite strongly that you can't really reform serial murderers, right? They just don't reform. So you have to take a call whether you're putting people at risk.
And he only kills women, so there's a modus
because they're weak,
operandi.
right? They were weaker than him, so he could physically restrain them. I mean, that's.
But there's no sexual component.
Well, he did have sex with them, yes, but there's nothing to say that he necessarily raped them. It might have been consensual sex because he'd been making promises to them, like we're going to get married. He would tell these women to bring all your jewelry, bring all your best sari. You're going to come and meet my mum, basically, and then.
It's the same modus operandi every time.
Yeah, and it's a similar modus operandi that you see across a lot of these kind of criminals, right? It's like he would prey on vulnerable women who are past the married age, and then he would kind of exploit their dissatisfaction with life. He would offer a way out. He'd say, "Come in your best jewelry and your best saris. Come and meet my mum." And then on the way he'd stop off in the jungle and said, "We're gonna have a romantic moment." He'd have sex with them, and then when they were without any clothes on, he would take the dupatta and strangle them.
Hence the name. Okay, so ladies, watch out if anybody asks you to bring your jewelry and we're going to meet my mom. That's your cue to like not wear anything with jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah, and take your pepper spray.
Yeah. That's enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, he wasn't a big guy. But anyway, it's a very grim subject, and I
I
hope...
think it'll take more than a pepper spray if the guy's a serial killer.
Take a cattle
I take care of you. Punch. No. Damn, it's assault. All right, listen, let's get into the... Where can we watch Dupatta Murders?
Dupatta Killers on Docubay, which you can
Docubay.
see through Amazon again.
Okay.
But you can also just subscribe directly to Docubay. It's actually a really good channel because they've got lots of...
I'm going to watch it. I love
Yeah,
documentaries.
please do. And watch this.
I mean, I should have watched it and then come, but I didn't know you were coming till 24 hours ago. That was a bit
But
hard.
just also watch this new documentary that we're making coming out. I feel like the one that we're doing right now is a bit more kind of serious. It's a bit more investigative.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're all quite proud of what we've done. Let's see. It's going
What's
to
it
release.
called?
I can't say right now.
Then how do I look at it?
I don't know.
Guys,
I didn't think it
You gotta
through.
watch my new show. What's it called? Who the fuck knows?
It'll get,
Now, what am I gonna do?
I'll mess it. I'll tell you.
Where's the Hindi word for perspective? Where's it now? Yeah.
Obstacle.
The book.
The book. Okay, so right.
Oh,
Okay,
shoot.
no shit. Okay, so me and my friend, a very dear friend of mine, Luke Houghton, he's called. He lives in Japan and he's lived there for 15 years.
Very typical Japanese name. Huh?
Yeah. I went to university with him. He's a very.
What are you,
very
the
smart
United
man.
Nations? You got this Bandra guy, this Japanese guy. What?
I'm a man of the
Do you know
world.
any English people?
Not as many as I'd like
No.
to. Yeah, so I went to university with him, very dear friend of mine, and he's an avid writer, right? He just, in his spare time, he just writes book after book after book, which he self-publishes because he's just kind of got all this stuff inside that he just needs to get out. So me and him collaborated on this book called Don't Save the Cat, which is a play on the terrible screenwriting book Save the Cat.
Is it terrible?
The book,
Yeah.
Save the Cat.
Save the Cat.
It's just a load of nonsense. It's like it's one of these books that was written in the 90s and noughties, which says that there's like a quick hack to writing a script.
Yeah.
It was very popular at the time. This idea that if you had like an action point on page 17 and then your inciting incident was on page 10,
Yeah.
and this happened on page 50, you know,
It
was like,
mathematified the whole thing.
exactly
Like
a bit
it-
like
yeah.
you know these guys try and do in the OTT platforms nowadays. But it's nonsense, right? It's just it's nonsense. Anyway, so this Don't Save the Cat is like a kind of sci-fi comedy absurdist horror, which we self-published. It's on Amazon. And I think we've sold a total of about 10 copies.
You're in the right podcast.
So, guys, go out there if you've got.
No, one sec. All three of you go out there and one buy the book.
Go by the book. We're very proud of it. We're very proud of it. It's actually really cool. It's kind of like absurdist, satirical sci-fi
Yeah.
in a classical way. And it's
Wow,
actually
you're
really
really
fun.
selling it nicely.
Yeah. It's really fun to read.
I love the theatre of the absurd. If there's anything which is
it's
absurd,
like,
I love
exactly.
it.
It's about a cat.
The Beckett-like. Yeah.
It's about a cat
Yeah.
who dies.
Which you have to take seriously. You take the premise
take the
seriously
cat
and you're
seriously.
happy.
You know?
Yeah.
So the cat dies in a smart home in the future, in this kind of dystopian future, and the family who live in this kind of silo of an apartment building are so attached to this cat that they upload its consciousness onto the smart home's cloud.
Nice.
And then the smart home starts taking on the personality of their dead
Wow.
cat. And
is it-
hijinks ensues.
But a dead cat is a meanie?
Well, the thing is about cat, we were trying to get into like the
could be a cruel animal.
Well, the thing is, cats are quite cruel animals,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, they love you, but they'd also eat your eyes.
They're not
if
dogs.
if you died. Yeah, they're not dogs.
The whole story is that if you're a corpse for 4 days, they'll eat you.
Right,
Well, your
they-
poor
but
Labrador
they
will just
also-
lie next to you.
Yeah, lie next to you and then
Yeah.
eat you. But like they, they torture their food, right? They play
they do,
with.
they do.
So it's like cats are a bit twisted.
Yeah.
So we kind of and like they don't love their, or maybe they do, but they don't love their owners perhaps as much as a dog would, right? There's a loyalty there, but also a kind of I'll turn on you at a moment's notice. So anyway, we were just playing with the kind of cat psychology. It was very much like a passion project for me and Luke, and we just enjoyed writing it. And he's
What
such a
does
fun
Luke
person.
do in Japan?
So he's an English tutor. He heads up, manages the English language department at this place called British Hills in Fukushima, which is a lovely.
What kind of Japan is this? There's a guy called Luke. The place is called British Hills.
Yeah, but
what
he
happened
is-
to my Takashima?
He is-
That's all my places.
But he's fluent in Japanese. He's annoyingly
Does he have
intelligent.
a? Does he have a? I won't use the
He
word.
has a Japanese wife. Yes.
Wife. Yes.
Yeah,
Let's say
lovely,
go with
lovely
wife.
woman called Iho. We visited them a couple of times. So it's an amazing country, Japan. I mean, seriously.
Is he going to come here and make a film?
Well, let's see. I mean, if enough people read "Don't Save the Cat," we can make-
How do you get? Don't Save the Cat. How do they get to the? Is it online? How do
So
they,
it's on Amazon. You can buy it for your Kindle. If you have Kindle Unlimited, obviously you can just get it for free. But if you want to order a physical copy, it does cost a bit more money because it has to come from England.
And the erotic pages are 81,
81
96.
to 82.
That's it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a
my
very quick,
sex life.
it's a very quick
Yeah.
sex scene.
One page.
I mean,
that's
look,
me.
I mean, you know, having sex with a cat isn't
One
there's not much
page.
to describe.
Exactly. half a page is just removing the clothes, and the other half is the horror. The cat
Yeah,
scenes.
the cat's like, oh my god.
So that's why they call him Tiny. All right. Okay, before we wrap up, what's up next?
What's up next? I am writing a couple of horror films. I'm going straight into
So you're going to stay with this horror genre?
Yeah, I want to do
in
like
terms
a
of-
big
yeah.
Bollywood horror film. So that's what I'm writing. I'm writing 2 right
They've
now.
all done well, actually.
Yeah, like-
from terms of genre, I would say most of them do really well.
Yeah, so but what I want to do is I want to stray slightly away from there'll be a comedy aspect probably, like a fun
Oh,
popcorn
I love
horror.
I love that genre. The
But I want to make
Scream
it
sort
yeah,
of,
so like genuinely scary, but also
But
fun
funny,
to watch,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's I've got 2 on the go right now. In this climate nowadays, projects tend to fall apart at any moment, but so far so good. Let's see where they go.
So it's still in the writing stage.
So yeah, writing stage. I'm actually after we finish chatting, I have to go narrate to an actress one of the films. So
Name?
I can't.
Play a game? Like we did.
I'll tell you when the mic's off.
Young, old, middle. Be careful what you say.
Yeah,
You're
fine,
going to
no,
meet her
don't
now.
make me answer that.
Young, of course,
All
young.
I can say
Eternally
is
young.
that I'm extremely excited to work with that person,
Yeah.
and I think they're going to do an awesome job. And I really hope they like the narration. And
So it's the female protagonist which leads the
Yeah.
story.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would love to see this.
It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, yeah,
It's gonna be cool. Like I've written down the kind of the story, which is what I'm gonna be narrating, and it's like very fun. It's gonna be very fun, haunted house, just horror, classic, but with a twist. So let's see.
Wow.
With dancing.
Are you,
and singing.
are you looking for male actors? Boys, come here.
Come. I'm already auditioning all the time.
If you want to save money, no makeup required. We got the horrors. all here. Boys, show your faces. All right, Patrick, that was great. Thank
Mate,
you so
thank you
much,
so much, yeah.
for not falling asleep throughout this horrible podcast. But go check out Don't Save the Cat. Absurdist sort of comedy thingy, satire maybe. So please take a look. Buy it officially and then call him up and try to get into the film. The new movie's name I don't have, but can you not? That's not...
No, I can't say.
I probably would. They change the title anyway.
They will
right?
change
yeah,
the title.
Yeah. All right. Cheers. We'll leave you with a scene from Don't Save the Cat. Oh, you're even wearing a cat shirt with Japanese writing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is kind of. This says mountain cat. Apparently.
Do you know what's cat in Japanese?
No.
Pussy.
Pussy! Hot! No, yeah.
Cyrus says every time, Cyrus says, जब ये कहे तुम सुनो, please.
तमीज से बात करना है ना, important people यार.